Have you ever asked yourself exactly how much money is enough? There's a phenomenon where people earning $10,000 a month live like kites about to snap their strings, afraid to take leave, afraid to get sick, and afraid to speak up to their boss. Meanwhile, some people with only a modest amount in their savings can confidently turn down a project they dislike. This leads to a piercing question. If the cost of making money is losing all your time and emotional sovereignty, are you earning wealth or just a more high-end set of shackles? Most people's understanding of money is stuck in the stage of exchanging for goods. But true masters of wealth will tell you, the greatest dividend of money isn't buying everything you want, but having the power to not do what you don't want to do. Hello everyone, I am Mumu. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are deconstructing the fourth don't from the preface of The Psychology of Money. Don't be confused. Once you understand the ultimate purpose of making money, you won't be led by the nose by consumerism, nor will you feel inferior because of your peers' high salaries. Without further ado, let's get started. In psychology, there is a well-known theory known as the self-determination theory. It tells us that the three pillars of human happiness are competence, relatedness, and most importantly, autonomy. What is autonomy? It's the feeling of driving your own life, rather than sitting in the passenger seat, being tossed around by fate. Research shows that people with a high sense of control, even with lower incomes, are longer lived and happier than those with high pay but zero autonomy. This is why we need to make money. Money, in a psychological sense, is a buffer. When you have savings, you've bought a buffer of time. Encounter a toxic boss, you have the confidence to quit and find the next thing rather than groveling. Encounter a family emergency, you have the capacity to solve the problem rather than falling into despair. Every cent you save is a contribution toward your future ability to say no. Philosopher Isaiah Berlin distinguished between two types of liberty. Positive liberty, the freedom to do something, for example, to buy a bag, to travel. Negative liberty, the freedom from interference, the freedom to refuse to do something. In this world full of temptation, we often over-pursue positive liberty. We want this and that, and to satisfy these desires, we sell more of our time, eventually losing our negative liberty entirely. You become a servant to your mortgage and a slave to your ego. You think you are consuming money, but you are actually consuming your own life. True wealth is having the power to refuse a life you don't want. As mentioned in The Psychology of Money, the greatest dividend of money is waking up every morning and saying, I can do whatever I want today. I heard two extreme examples. A friend who is a high-earning finance elite, but he is known as the man in golden handcuffs. All his income goes toward maintaining that expensive identity. Car loans, villa maintenance, expensive clubs. He doesn't dare stop for a second, because if he stops even for a month, his life will collapse. He is rich, but he has zero options. Another friend chose to downgrade his life years ago. He moved to a lower-cost city and works on a side hustle he loves. His income is only 1/5 of the friend I just mentioned. But he wakes up naturally every day, watches his kids grow, and can take a trip whenever he feels like it. He said, I realized I used to make money to buy other people's envy. Now I make money to buy my own time. This is don't be confused. When you understand that money is for options, you won't overdraw your life for that extra bit of salary, nor will you shoulder heavy debt for vanity. Finally, I want to share 3 soul-searching summaries for this episode. 1. The greatest value of money lies in the control it grants you over your time. 2. Wealth is not what you own, but what you don't have to compromise on. 3. It's more important to be a person with options than just a rich person. The finish line of making money isn't squandering, it's tranquility. If you are feeling lost because of money, I hope this episode helps you find that unconfused inner peace. In the next episode, we will challenge the hardest skill in financial management. Don't compare. The hardest financial skill is contentment. Don't let endless comparisons steal your happiness. Wish you a good day. See you next time.